I think it's going already, yeah.
Okay, so
It's going.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so very welcome. This is an informative video for all our guests that have come to Olive Retreat to get healthy. And it's a little bit of a pickup from what you've done before when you were here. And also now that we are in Corona times, we get a lot of questions on how they can take care of themselves. And I will start with the new surprise. In our Ayurvedic forums, I'm on many Ayurvedic forums, and many doctors have evidence-based seen that um, licorice, licorice root or the bark has been very good for those that have the virus. Um, and any corona actually. So equally, it was very good with SARS. And if you have the virus, you just need to take care of yourself. And this is one way of doing it. And even before you get this, it's to consume either in tea or in food, all those herbs that we know are very good and support the respiratory system. Ginger, ginger tea or ginger in the food or raw. It's very, very healthy for the respiratory system. I recommend it for anyone actually that is a little bit asthmatic or during the winter, during the flu. You probably heard of the ginger tea. You can have lemongrass. I know it's not so easy to get in Europe or in the States, but lemongrass, all parts, the green parts of the leaves is very often of any plant is often what we forget, but the green leaves have a lot of nutrition as well. And the lemon leaves, very healthy. I do a typical base mix. You had it when you were here in Thailand, at least, often in Spain as well. Although in Spain we use other herbs because the locally produced are always the best, fresh. So then I just mix it together. It would look like this. I don't know if you can see all my herbs all mixed together, and I boil it down, and I can drink it cold or warm. So that's as easy as we make tea. Then I would also support my respiratory system with what I know helps in any infection there. Chilies. There are quite a lot of studies that show, for example, one that comes to my mind, in Pakistan they very seldom have bronchitis and they derived it to the chilies. Chilies have sometimes 50 times more vitamin C than an orange. So it's partly because of that, but it's also because we clean our tissues, our mouth waters, our throat waters, and even our eyes. And that exactly is what is like a flush and like a car wash, with the viruses then not coping to stay on. And that is also what the chili is creating by giving us that heat flush. You have the citruses, vitamin C, very important. Of course, with the sun, these viral infections often come during winter when we haven't seen the sun for a while. Our vitamin D levels are very low because, as you know, the vitamin D comes with the sun. We create it in our bodies when we are exposed to the sun. What else? Garlic, the onion family, leek family, excellent. Eat it raw. Chop it up, have it on your salad, on your food. Always eat it raw. And you can also have it in the food. We have aloe vera to support the immune system in the gut. And the jelly from the aloe vera helps our biome. And you just cut it off, the peel it well. If you have the sort of aloe vera that gives a little bit of a yellow liquid, cut that off, rinse that off as well, and then you eat the jelly that's left. If you start your meals with this, your microbiome is going to love you. And you know, your biome in the gut is the immune system. 80% of the immune system is in the gut. You want to help your immune system. It's what's going to metabolize all the nutrients that you get from your amazing plants. And I'll go back also to what I always recommend, which is clove. Clove you can get pretty much everywhere in the world. We have it a lot in Europe for Christmas in the States, and it's one of those super herbs that have more antioxidant effect per grams or milligrams than any other spice. Then source locally, whatever you have. If you are listening from Asia, you have neem. We have neem trees here. Pick the fresh leaves from where you are locally. If you live in Spain, if you live in the Mediterranean countries, go out, pick thyme, pick rosemary, eat it fresh. That's the best way to deal with these all these infections. And don't forget your licorice. Thank you. Any questions?